Hey, Parker. All right, we're gonna wait for, I think, 5 more people to join us. How you doing, Parker? Good. Yeah, a little tight. I've been doing a lot of Pilates lately, just trying to get stronger, to complement the yoga. So that's been good. How are you doing? You know what? I was shocked. Like nothing too bad. Nothing. I mean, obviously I played it kind of safe. Like I stayed on like the beginner mountain, but there were a couple times where I like picked up too much speed, and to slow down, I kind of like it was like the second day and I just sat on my butt, and then because I was still going down, it ended up making me lay down, and then by the end of it my head was like facing this, like I was turned around. It was pretty scary. So yeah, just two of those. and then and then after that I was like, you know what, I think I should just pizza my way down this mountain. So I just did that. um I didn't know how effective pizza was until it got me down. Have you skied before, Parker? Oh man, you probably went to like some big mountains, probably like right away. Yeah, those blues, especially in Aspen, they looked so scary. Like I did not do a single one. I was like, definitely maybe towards the end of the next trip. Hey Josh. Hey Melissa. Hey Kelsey. But yeah, definitely next trip. But I don't know. I was shocked that I picked it up so fast. I mean, from literally not doing it at all to not even knowing how to walk in my boots, or even how to walk with skis on, to being able to like go by myself. It was cool. The rest of the people I went with, like they're all experts, so I didn't hang out with them much. I was like by myself. um, and the ski instructor, and then I met another girl who's like super new, so it was good. I want to go back. You know, it'd be fun. We should all do like a, well, not now, but eventually do like a yoga retreat kind of thing in the mountains or something. That'd be really fun. I just think, yeah, I just think like yoga and then outdoors, like um, letting you guys know. But I did like maybe you saw on Instagram, but I did like a nighttime hike up the mountain in Aspen, and it was like pitch black, just the moon lighting the way, and it was just so energizing. Like you know when you're kind of going through the motions a lot, like you just feel like, okay, life is like I'm alive, but it's not like. But then when I was out there in the wilderness, it just really like woke me up, and it was just a good like a good awakening for your soul. So if you ever feel like you're starting to feel like monotonous or down or anything like that, just try to get yourself outdoors and it'll wake you up for sure. And yeah, in today's class, wanted to talk about being present, because you know when I found myself back, I was like missing the sense of adventure and missing like the outdoors, a little bit missing the cold. Like I was like, you guys know, like San Diego's nice weather, and then I grew up in the Philippines, so it's very tropical. So snow is something I was, not used to at all, and it was just I think a part of me was missing it. And then it made me kind of think like, hey, what about the present? Like, can you find stillness or happiness or contentment like just where you are right here, like in your little home? And so that's kind of what we're going to focus today in class. So we'll get started. Please find your way to downward facing dog, so that's where we'll meet. So go ahead and make your way to down dog. So hey Caitlin, Kendra, welcome. Got Chandra, Kyoko, Leslie, Josh, Parker, Kelsey, and Melissa. Good full house. All right, so find your way to down dog. Right away, getting started. Have your feet hips width distance, have your hands shoulder width distance, and then just start to hike the hips up. Notice if you can open up through the underarms. It's really nice to be able to practice with you all. I'm so glad we were able to still do it last week. Lord willing, like, we will have class every single Wednesday this year. Assuming that we are all healthy, then I'm here available, of course, hopefully. So that's the plan, a year of wellness, all right? So it's really good to, again, Wednesday, February 3rd, we're here, we're moving. All right, so keep breathing in your downward facing dog. I'm gonna go ahead and mute everyone. And start to listen to the breath now. Feel the height of the hips. Notice the groundedness of your palms. Whatever's going on around you, any sounds, anything that could possibly distract, just kind of focus on your breath. Maybe even look at your toes, look at your fingers, just to the very, very minute details of your pose here. And then if you can, start to find some stillness in your down dog. Start to shine the hamstrings even more towards the back of your space. Think of straightening the arms a lot, and then start to melt your chest towards your thighs as you find your steepest down dog. Think of it as like a very, very steep mountain here. Just breathe. And then from here, shake your head, yes. Start to loosen up through the neck. And then shake your head no. Look over the right shoulder and look over the left shoulder. Keep the arms really straight, really strong. And then look back towards your heels. We're gonna do a series and a flow here. So lower that down to the knees. Inhale, lift for cow pose. Keep the toes tucked. Exhale, round for cat. And then from there, continue the motion, lift the kneecaps straight to down dog. Inhale, lift up into the tippy toes. Exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the tail for cow pose. Exhale for cat. And in just one motion, lift the knees like you're floating. Exhale, down dog. Good. A few more. Inhale, lift the heels, lift high. Exhale, lower the knees. Touch the ground. Inhale for cow pose, lift, chin up. Exhale for cat. And then as if someone was picking you up from the hips, lift, downward facing dog. Do two more on your own here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, knees touch down. Inhale, look up. Exhale for cat. Effortlessly glide, float up like a balloon is carrying you up. Last one, inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Effortlessly lift, 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 lift into your downward facing dog. Good. And then from here, inhale, bring the toes together. Lift the heels. Take the heels down to the left side as you find a little twist in the lower half of your body. Yeah, good, Leslie. Inhale, lift the heels high. Take the heels to the right. You can look side to side here. Very good. All right, come back to center, lower the knees. Right away, lift the arms up above your head, stand up on the knees. Exhale to a camel pose. Take the hands to your lower back. Let yourself open up here. Take the elbows back, open up through the chest. Press the hips forward a bit more if you can. Yeah, good. Exhale, rabbit pose. Let the top of the head come down to the mat. And then lift the hips as you try to transfer some weight onto the head. Right away, starting to feel the chin tuck into the neck area. Good, round your back. And finally into a child's pose, just sit back. Once you arrive in your child's pose, just start to breathe there. Feel a sense of calmness, of stillness. And then before we get moving for the rest of the class, just try to bring to mind what are some situations that make you not present. So is it when you're working and you're like, I wish I was off work already? Or if you are doing something tedious at home that you would rather not be doing. So try to bring that up to mind right now. So maybe when you feel impatient or when you want to feel like, okay, I could just fast forward through this. Outstretch the arms longer in your child's pose. Take a deep breath in, hips back. And then see if you can kind of observe what happens in the body when you start to feel that stirring or that, restlessness or anything that's going on. Just one more breath in your child's pose. Good. And then on the inhale, rise up to your knees. This time, take the right arm forward and send the left arm back. Right arm forward, left leg back. And then try to hug everything into the midline, into the belly button. Keep straightening out through the left knee. Lengthen. Lift the ribs off the earth. One more breath. Exhale, lower back down. Other side. Inhale the left arm forward, right leg back. Zip up your right inner thigh. So think of pointing the right toes down, right kneecap down. Dome the upper back just a little bit. Create more space between the floor and your rib cage. Yes. Good, Caitlin. One more breath. Exhale, lower down. Downward facing dog. Take it back. All right, good. From here, walk forward to a forward fold. Try to keep the feet hips width distance. Track your shins with your fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay here. Bend the knees a bit more in your halfway lift. Think of pulling the chest forward. Lengthen the crown of the head like you're trying to reach a doorknob in front of you. Yes, shoulders back a bit more. Ribs up. Hold here. Good, exhale, fold. And then in this forward fold, capture the ankles as much as you can. Feel free to bend your knees and try to really find the space behind you with your gaze. So think of looking up and back, like you're trying to find the ceiling with your eyes. Yeah, nice, Josh. Just let the weight travel down into the toes, really light on the heels here. Once more, inhale to a halfway lift, hands to shins. Again, press the chest to a flat or neutral spine here. And think of letting the rib cage go away from the hips, just another like half a centimeter. One more breath. Good, and an exhale, forward fold. This time, hands behind you, interlace. See if you could straighten the legs more for this one. Good. Straighten the elbows if you have it. And then really try to get upside down here as much as you can. Bend the knees. And keeping that shape with the legs, inhale, stand up all the way into a chest expansion. So take the fist down to the ground, look up. Just open up through the chest, the sternum, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. This time, bend the elbows. All right, now as you bend your elbows, see if you can take your fists a little higher up. So finding a bit more space in the shoulders. Slight tuck in the chin to deepen the stretch. Good. And then slowly release the hands next to your feet. Try to line up the fingertips with your toes and bring the feet a little bit closer together. So imagine yourself almost like you're in a handstand here. Your feet are on the floor. Your hands are on the floor next to it. If you need to bend the knees to make this happen, bend the knees. What I would want for you is straight arms. All right, so really, really straight arms here, working on the lift of the hips. Just one more breath like that. And then exhale, step back to plank pose. Once you find your plank, steady your breath. We'll hold this for quite a bit. So this is sometimes one of those poses that we want to get out of right away. And so staying present here, broadening through the chest, lengthening through the legs. Yeah, you can do it. Good, tailbone down a little bit. Chin off the chest. I see you, Leslie. Good. Keep breathing. Parker, good. Hold. Lengthen a bit more, Kelsey. One more breath. Good. And then exhale, lower down to the knees. Find your chaturanga. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Feel free to rest the legs on the mat. That'll be more cobra. Up dog, everything's lifted. And then start to look right and left. Good. Tuck the toes, return back. Find your chaturanga on the toes if you can. Hold here for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Press up, plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and then exhale, travel all the way to the top. So bend your knees, step, hop, float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice, Caitlin, that was good. Exhale, fold, and then inhale, rise all the way to standing. This time, arms up above. All right, now, stay here. Arms up, legs are wide. Can you grow even taller? Ribs in, feet planted, and then find your stance. So notice, can you get heavier with your feet, heavier with your hips, straighter with the arms? You got it, Melissa. Good. Keep breathing. And then try, imagine there's 2 blocks in between your hands. You're trying not to let it fall. You're keeping your arms super, super straight. Good. Hold here. And then exhale, fold only halfway with the arms to the sides. So like you're going all the way down, but just halfway. Arms back. Good. Inhale, rise back up. Arms up. Straight up. So try not to have a bend in the elbows at all. And then try to line up your biceps with your ears. Stay strong. Ribs in. Tailbone down. 1 more breath. Exhale, fold only halfway. So we're working through something here. Arms out to a T, like you're an airplane in space. Yes, feel the shoulders working. Good. Inhale, rise up. Nice, Josh. Last one here. Changing it up. All right, so this time we'll add the legs. Exhale, fold halfway, and then lift your left leg back, all the way back. Find your warrior 3 right away. Arms to the sides. Did the torso change? So can you lower the left hip a bit? Looking good. Yes. Just like when you were on the knee. You got it. Good, Kelsey. Inhale, rise up. I know arms can be a little tired here. Ribs in. Flat back here. 1 more breath. Then exhale, right leg back as you fold forward. So it's a very different approach into warrior 3. Think of stabilizing the hips. Right leg is just an extension of the right hip here. Toes can be pointed or flexed, but arms are straight. Yes, you got it. Try to find that parallel shape to the ground. Good. Very nice. Inhale, rise up. Give the hands a clap at the top, and then interlace, take a side bend to the right. Good. Giving yourself a rest. Inhale, center. Side bend to the left. Good. Inhale, center. Widen the feet. Exhale, back bend. And then exhale. Come all the way down. Swan dive down. Complete that motion in a forward fold. Nice. Inhale, half lift. This time, step onto the hands for gorilla pose. And then from here, we're going to do some belly breaths. In your gorilla pose, take a deep breath in. Through your teeth, exhale. Good. But as you exhale, feel the lower abs contract. All right. Inhale, breath. Exhale through the teeth. Feel the lower abs there. Again, 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, pull up through the lower abs. Good. 2 more. Through the teeth. Yeah, as if you're going to fly. Inhale, last one. Exhale through the teeth. All right, let the hands go. You're going to try something fun here. Plant the hands. Step your feet an inch or 2 back. Inhale, breath. From here, lift up onto the tippy toes and just hold. Think of
straight arms. Hold here for 5, 4, lift the heels higher, straight legs, straight arms, 3, 2, 1, have a seat. Almost like a boat pose, but you're just sitting down onto the shins. All right, lift the arms. Your seat is off the floor if you can, if possible. Feet are parallel. And we're gonna do that 4 more times. Plant the hands, lift the heels up, and straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Listen, if you can't straighten the legs, keep the arms straight. That's what matters more. So choose the arms being straight rather than the legs. All right, so keep breathing. Here for 5, 4, 3, feel that lower core engagement, 2, 1, good. And have a seat into your imaginary kind of cushion behind you. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up. All right, we got 3 more. Plant the hands, really strengthening through your core, your arms, your legs, lift the heels. Can you imagine you're on like 6-inch heels here? You're trying to shift your weight forward, arms are straight, legs can be bent. Here for 4, you got it, look forward, 3, 2, and 1. Kelsey, try to shift forward more next time. Sit down, lift the arms up. We got 2 more. Exhale, hands down. For some of you, you might want to rise up all the way like you're a ballerina onto the tippy tops of your feet. If that hurts your toes, don't do it. Either way, here for 5, 4, think of that lower core breath for 3, 2, 1, good, relax, have a seat, lift the arms up. This final one, plant the hands, make it your best, lift the heels, straighten the arms, stay present. Here for 5, think of your obliques lifting, 4, arms straight, 3, lift the hips higher, Caitlin, 2, 1, and sit down to your frog pose. All right, and then from here, stretch out the wrists, give yourself a nice frog. Good. And then plant the hands, either crow or chaturanga back, your choice. Inhale to up dog, and exhale, down dog. Doing good. That was a very kind of interesting warm-up just to get you present in the moment. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step forward in between the hands. Inhale, warrior 1. One of my favorite poses, warrior 1, ground the left heel. Walk the right foot to the right if you need. And bend your right knee. Left leg is straight. And imagine that your right knee is a telescope. It's trying to find something straight in front of you. So start to get low into that right leg. Feel like you're pressing your left thigh back. And then awaken. So awaken through your gaze, maybe the fingers. You can kind of move the fingers like this. Either way, just make this pose come alive for you. Very, very active. Keep hugging the lower belly in as you expand through the side body. So right here, place your left hand to your right rib, and then reach the right hand a little higher, taller. Yeah, good, Josh. And then left arm back up. One last breath here. And then exhale, interlace the hands behind you. On an inhale, chest expansion, lift up. From here, warrior 3 with your hands pulled back. Very different than arms out to a T. Find the balance point between your left shoulder, your left hip, your right hip, and your right shoulder. So you're like a little box. Yeah, good. Yes, use your hands pulling back to assess your posture here. Place weight into the right big toe to keep your balance. That's right, one more breath. Back up to warrior 1. It's all right if you're wobbly. Look up. Exhale to pyramid pose. Let yourself go. Once you're in pyramid, rise up onto the right heel rather, and then place your fingertips on the ground as you try to flex this right foot a lot. So just breathe here, breathe and hold. If you need a little more, you can place your right hand at the base of your right foot, pull up onto the toes, right? So just depending on what you need. Just try to find that length. Keep strengthening your right quad. You can always lower the left knee for a modification. Do one more breath. Plant your right foot down. Inhale the right hand high, up to the sky, revolve triangle. Move your right foot to the right side if you need more space. Try not to let your right hip turn forward. Instead, hug it back so you can straighten the right leg. Yeah, very good. If you can, eventually you'll plant the left hand firmly onto the floor. All right, so that's something to work towards in this year. Maybe you can start to reach the floor with the left hand, like you're high-fiving the ground. Yeah, good. Relax the neck. One more breath. Exhale, take the hands to the ground. Inhale, back up to warrior one. Make it your best one yet. Connect the hands, high five at the top, look up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. On the exhale, that's your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog, lift it back. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. Optional, come down to the elbows for forearms, your choice. Just breathe. Two more breaths. Try to lengthen the breaths. Good, one more. Inhale the left leg high. Then exhale, step all the way through. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Settle into your lunge. Yeah, very good. And then same thing on this side, just finding the alignment. Widen your legs if you need. Start to spread the left toes, get heavier on the left foot. Bring the right hip slightly forward. And then if you can, arms are very straight. So think of the same kind of squeezing of those 2 blocks at your hands. Yes, good. And then place your right hand to your left rib. Pull the rib down as you reach the left fingertips an inch higher. Yes, but stay up. So not a side bend, it's straight up and then arms up. Spread your right toes, try to unclench your jaw here. Staying really present. Think of your tail getting longer and the crown of the head getting longer. And pay attention to where you feel the sensation. Is it the left thigh? Right leg? Where is it? Good, just one more breath. And exhale, hands back. Good. Inhale, interlace. Pull the chest up as you take the fist down. And exhale, launch forward into your warrior 3 with your bind. If this side is harder, just pay attention to it. For me, it is. My left foot plants down. See if you can lower the right hip a little. Think of the rectangle that is your shoulders and your hips. Use that in your mind to balance. Yeah, good, good. Nice, Kelsey. Yes, that's it. Then eventually you can start to work that left leg a little more straight. Hang in there, Melissa. Come back into it. One more breath. Good. Slowly release. Inhale, arms up. Warrior 1. This time, exhale. Return to your pyramid pose. Fold forward. Using this as an active break, think of now pointing the left toes up to the ceiling, deepening your pyramid pose here. And then right away, if you can make more space, step your feet wider away from one another. Yeah, and then try to tuck the chin into the chest. That'll deepen the hamstring stretch. Activate the front line of the leg, especially the quad, left quad. Yeah, good, you guys. Breathe. Breathe so deep that you're oxygenating all your muscles, especially the hamstrings. One final breath and hold here. And then exhale, let it go. Plant the left foot, inhale, left arm high to the sky for your revolved triangle. If your arm and leg proportion can work, plant the right hand, high five the floor. Just like in that forward fold earlier. Then from there, look up at your left hand. Your hand can be at your hip or your sacrum, trying to find kind of like a levelness in your hips. So if I was there in person, I'd be able to work as a guard against your right hip from turning back. So it's basically like you're leaning your right hip on the wall. Just try to straighten the left leg. Use the glute. Use the hamstring to make that happen. And then use your right obliques to spin up. Look up. Yeah, very good. Stay breathing. Arms are straight. One last breath. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, rise back up. Warrior one. This time, connect the hands, look up. Little bit of an arch in the back, little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, flow through your chaturanga. Refine your chaturanga over time. So you want to start building that strength in the triceps, strength in the core. Find your down dog. Another 5 breaths here. You have an option to go down onto the forearms. Otherwise, keep lifting the underarms away from the earth while you lengthen and stretch the arms. So you're getting very long. Keep breathing. You got 2 more breaths. Good. Lower down to the knees. From here, we'll take a modified side plank. Lift the right hand up as you extend the right toes to the back of your mat. Modified side plank. Very good. Once you're there, lift your right toes up to the hip height and hold. Yeah, good. When you're ready, if you want, you could stay here. This is a lot. Or find your normal side plank with your feet stacked, staggered, or your right leg up. Either way, even if your knee was on the ground, that's still a lot of work. So just listen to your body today. You want the chest open. Zipper points straight forward. Very good. You got it. You're very strong. One more breath. Plank. Knees come down to the earth. Good. And then left toes to the back of your mat as your left hand rises up. And if you're doing this right, where you're engaging your core really nicely, this will still be hard, still be challenging. When you're ready, lift your left toes to hip height, right knee is still down. And then can your head be in line with the rest of your spine? So try to, yeah, Caitlin, exactly. Leslie, very good. Everything's in one line. Good, Parker, ribs in a bit more, Parker, one more breath. If you did rise up, find your side plank. Think of your lats getting really strong here, your back, your arms, your core, your mind. Yes, you got it. Shaking's fine. Good. 2 more. Yeah, hang in there, Leslie. 1 more breath. And plank. Very good. You guys lower down to the knees. Inhale, rise up. Hands up. And then exhale, camel pose. Second one of the day. Good. All right, from here, lower down to the palms. You're on all fours again. Flip the wrists up. And then inhale for cow pose with your palms pointed up to the sky. Good. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the tail. Exhale, round. Good. All right, plant your hands, and we're gonna do something quite fun here. So two options. One option is gonna be crow, but you're trying to line up your shins to be parallel to the floor. So I think right there is about parallel, something like that. I can't see, but that's option one. Option two, headstand in a pike position. So take this with me, and then you're gonna try to find the halfway point. I can't see, somewhere around here, up, down a little bit, but try that. So we're gonna find crow with your legs to parallel, and then, or yes, Parker, exactly, you're right there. Legs can lower a little, and then that's about halfway. Beautiful. Nice, Leslie, I see you. So for the crow with the parallel shins is actually very hard. Yep, Leslie, saw you. It's hard because your arms are taking more of the weight. Josh, you're there, legs are lower. Yeah, good. Like you're up this way, lower it just a little bit. But perfect, nice hold. You're getting very strong with that hold. Yeah, and Leslie, look forward a bit in the crow. Nice, Caitlin, very good. How we doing, Melissa? Oh, that was awesome. Yes. Ooh, good, Parker. That's beautiful. That was it. Nice, Kelsey, that was it too, I saw. And Caitlin, you got it. When you're ready, you need a break, child's pose, but just try. It's very interesting to see what it's like a shift, because you're now focusing on getting to a certain shape. Yeah, Kelsey, beautiful. Toes up an inch. Yes, there it is. Yeah, there's like a tipping point that starts to be scary right there in that crow pose. Good, Melissa. All right, we'll meet in frog. So let's debrief for a moment, give the wrists a stretch. So earlier we were in that halfway point with our body, this shape right here, and we tried it with the legs. So it's quite fun to see what our bodies can do. We plant the hands and step back, down dog. We're gonna change it up now. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, crescent lunge this time. Rise up, right knee bends. Left heel high. All right, now's the time we're gonna practice our warrior three that's super straight. Start with the arms, straight arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more, inhale. Exhale. This next inhale, launch forward, but keep the arms above. So don't move the arms, just move the legs. All right, so really try to make this quite straight as far as the arms are. Yep, legs are strong. Caitlin, pull the right hip back an inch. Yes, there. Good. Parker, lift your arms. Josh, that's great. Good. Ribs up. We'll keep working on it, Kelsey. One more breath. You got it, Melissa, please. Good, one more. And back to crescent lunge. Good, we'll rinse it out. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to your right thigh, to the right. You can lower the left knee here, no worries. All right, so just let this twist be like a break. If you're really craving for it, you can go into a side crow, but focus on the twist if you don't want to invert, or arm balance rather. You got it, good. Keep lifting the navel away from the thigh, even in the twist. Yes, good. Inhale, rise up, and we'll give it a nice warrior two, which appears to be a break again. Warrior two. We'll hold here for a few breaths. Let this be a moment to regain your breath.
find the arms, have them at shoulder height, get low in the right thigh, and then don't be afraid to bend the right knee. And just look forward. So I like this pose because it really kind of, if you think of your body, your right arm's trying to go forward, your left arm's trying to go back, and you have the legs, it's just like our mind sometimes. We're trying to stay present, but then something's pulling you to the next thing, something's behind you, legs are working, and you're just like, okay, let's just be still. So try to find some stillness here. And really trying to find that quiet place mentally. You got it, you're so strong. One more breath. And inhale, reverse. Reverse warrior, give it a break. Exhale, triangle pose. And then mindful of your right knee and your right inner thigh here. Bend the right knee a little. Once you do that, maybe you can reach for the floor, but that's an option. Doesn't have to be that way. You can have a block there that will elevate the floor for you. You want length through both sides of the waist, especially the right one. Now that left arm is working. One more breath. Inhale, reverse triangle, both legs straight, right arm up. And then take your hands to your hips, turn the toes to face face parallel, facing the side. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. Then exhale to your prasarita. Lower all the way down. Maybe your head can touch the floor, maybe not. Either way, try any arm variation that you want. If you want to do a tripod headstand, this is a chance where you can start to pike the legs halfway into the air. So if you need a visual, it'll look like this. So stay in the straddle while you find the balance. Otherwise, you can get into a twist, one arm up, or you can get into the inner thighs, laterally bending side to side. Yeah, very nice, you guys. Whatever variation you pick, just breathe. Notice your strength, notice your power. And then we'll slowly bring the feet back down to the earth if they lifted. Hands to hips. Inhale, rise up. Bring the hands together at the top, look up. Warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior. You got an option here, handstand or warrior three. I'm gonna go to warrior three. Again, practicing the same, strong arms. If you're gonna practice your handstand, think of this pike we did in the beginning. Like one day, if we all practice, we're gonna get into that press to handstand from our forward fold, okay? So just keep working. Warrior three, you got it, Melissa. Bring the knees a little bit closer together and then kick back. There we go. Yes, balancing on one foot is good, good. Keep breathing. And very softly plant the hands down to the earth, everyone. Tuck the left toes, right leg up. Optional chaturanga or head straight to down dog, that's up to you. Upward facing and downward facing. Very good. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, guide your foot in between the hands, and then inhale, rise up to your crescent lunge. So let yourself settle here. Kind of feeling the right hip flexor, feeling that stretch. Yeah, very good. Get low in the left knee. So you're starting to feel like that warrior two muscles working here. And then getting ready to mentally balance. So Straighten the arms as straight as you can, close to your ears. Good, Josh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. One more full breath here. Breathe out. All right, breathe in, look forward. When you're ready, as graceful as you can, warrior 3 with the arms straight forward in front of you. Yeah, don't worry about the leg. Just think about that square, that rectangle, torso and hip. Yeah, good. Yes, don't worry about how high the leg is. Focus on squaring off the body. Yes, good. Really getting it, you guys. Kelsey, you got it. One more breath. And softly, right toes back to crescent lunge. Inhale. For those of you that I can't see on the video, hope you're doing great. Breathe in, hands to heart and twist. Right elbow to the left thigh. So now your heart rate might be a little elevated. When you twist, it shortens, it kind of tightens the breath, so just keep breathing. Don't rush into the arm balance, but go ahead. Steady, slow and steady. If you're still in the twist, just breathe. Very good. Peel the belly button away from the thigh. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, warrior 2. Open up. Left leg forward, right leg back. Okay, notice how the left inner thigh is supporting you a lot here. And can you strengthen the right leg so that you feel really anchored? And then you have the option, either flip your palms up, keep them down. Either way, arms are really straight again. And then think of your torso as the center point as you bring everything into the present. Kind of letting go of the past, which is your back arm, just letting that be where it is. Looking softly at the future with an open hand. So try not to grasp the toes. Just try to settle, go a little deeper. Feeling kind of just exactly who you are today in this very moment. Yeah, good. A little more. Keep breathing. On an inhale, reverse warrior, lift up, bend the left knee, stay with it. Side bend. And an exhale to triangle pose. So let this be a bit of a break here. Find the stretch. Think of pulling up the left outer glute and then pulling it up. Yeah, good. Good, good. Yes, now you can, if you want, place your left hand down onto the floor or a block. But make sure that you didn't collapse in the torso, so you're still getting along on every side of your body. Yeah, very good. A little bit more length on the left side, Josh. Just a bit. Yeah, there we go. And an inhale, reverse triangle, lift up, straighten the left leg, look up. And exhale, hands to hips, turn the left toes in. Inhale, straighten, look up, back bend, and exhale. Take the hands to the floor, just under your shoulders. Good. Once you're there, step your feet a little back, and you can stay here and stretch out, maybe holding onto the ankles. If you're working on handstand, you can come along, so keep the arms straight. Good. Rise up to the tippy toes. Bend your knees and take a hop up into a straddle. It could be really kind of not very coordinated, or it could be very coordinated. So it could be the smallest hop, but just try it. Yeah, good. It's scary coming from a different angle, but you got your straight arms that'll support you, I promise. Look down, Leslie. Look down when you do it. Yeah, there. Good, good. And then Caitlin, take a look if you can. You can start to bend the knees and then just try to kick the legs to the sides if you can. If you're stretching there, just give it a couple. Good, that was good. Give it a couple more breaths in the stretch. You might want to interlace the hands behind you. Nice, Kelsey. Good, last hop there. And then exhale, everyone hands to the ground. Good work. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two to the left leg. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, warrior three, or standing splits or handstand. So again, if you're doing your handstand practice, just make sure to keep the arms straight. That's basically your legs in the pose, so keep breathing. If you're in warrior three, just work on the hips. So maybe hands to hips, take a look. Really work on this hip motion. So the leg being an extension of the hip. Wherever you are, just keep working. Nice, good, Parker, getting better. Yeah, very nice. All right, the right toes down, left leg up. Exhale, flow through your last chaturanga of class. And we'll meet in a down dog. Yeah, perfect timing, great work. Good. From your down dog, lift the right leg up, please, and then find your pigeon pose. Place your shin on the ground, slide your left knee back. Reset the spine for a moment. And in your choice, you can come down onto the elbows. As you stay present for a few moments, give yourself a moment of stillness. Think of breathing softly. Think of your hips kind of opening up, just releasing anything you're holding on to. And then finally here, think of letting go those things that make you restless in life, whatever that is. You know, we all have our own struggles. We all have things that we don't necessarily like to go through. But it's the power of being present in this exact moment, in this very, very moment, that'll get you through. Just a few more breaths there. And then slowly plant the hands to the ground. Rise up, lift the chest, rise up onto the fingertips. Just give it one more kind of chest expansion. And plant the hands, tuck the left toes, send the right leg up. And feel free to circle out the right knee. Maybe flip your dog here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, pigeon. Ease into it, no rush. If you haven't done this pose in a while, you'll feel it. So just take your time. Level off the hips, and then exhale, fold. Try to face your right thigh down to the floor more. And try to lengthen the neck.
Broaden through the chest. Yeah, good, Kelsey. Soften the face a bit more. Good, very nice, you guys. Just a few more breaths here. Letting go just a bit more. Nice, Melissa. And take the hands to the floor. Find another chest expansion here. Little curve in the lower back, but mostly in the upper back. Breathe. And plant the hands. Tuck the right toes and the left leg up on an inhale. And feel free to flip your dog into wild thing. And lower down onto your knees. All right, from here, last inhale, rise to the knees. Last camel pose. Take a hold of the low back pocket, maybe your heels eventually. Breathe in. Exhale, back bend. Holding onto the heels, it's thumbs on the outside. Breathe. Inhale, rise, and then exhale, child's pose. Or embryo pose. Embryo is the legs are together. Imagine that there's a blanket over your back, just further relaxing you into this pose. Just one more breath. And then when you arise, inhale, slowly lift up. And slide the legs through and start to lay down. So very much well-deserved break. As you lay down here, find your bridge pose. Start to bring your feet down, lift your hips. Interlace the hands underneath if that feels good. If you're in bridge and you are craving a wheel pose, slowly lower down. Hands next to your ears and pick yourself up into wheel. If you want to stay in bridge, stay in bridge. For wheel, legs are parallel, feet are pointed forward, knees are pointed forward. Very nice. Good. Slowly tuck the chin and very slowly come down. From there, everyone hug your knees into your chest. Good. And then rock side to side here in your happy baby. Just kind of relishing in the feeling, the expansion in your body, in your mind, in your breath. We'll find a straddle stretch, straighten the legs. And then keep the legs straight. Place the legs to the left side. Halfway. Supine twist, legs straight. Right arm out to a T. Maybe left hand to your right shin. Or just out to a T as well. Using the right leg, inhale, come back to center. Straddle stretch. Both legs straight, lower back down, head down. And then both legs to the right, legs are straight, arms out to a T. Hold on to your left shin for more support. Using the left leg, rise up. This time, legs up the wall. Arms out to a T, but palms down. Once your palms are down, you can stay here, just enjoy this feeling.
Or rise up into a shoulder stand, plow pose, or start to make your way into your Shavasana. If you're making your way to Shavasana, arms by your sides, palms up. Wherever you are, start to relax. Take a deep breath in. Cleansing breath out, let it go. Breath in. Breath out. And one more breath all together, breathe in. And exhale into your Shavasana. For these next few moments, just let yourself rest. Feeling spacious, expanded. Feeling stillness. See if you can relax the shoulders, hands, legs, toes. And then just know that anytime you need this feeling of stillness, your practice is always there for you, peeling back the layers. And you can stay here as long as you'd like, or if you're ready to find movement, just take an inhale in, stretch the arms up and back. Then everyone hug your knees into your chest, roll off to your right side. And then rise up into your seated pose. Cross through the legs. Hold on to the knees and just give yourself a roll forward, around, one way and then the other way. One more side. And last time through. Good. And then from here, inhale, look up, high five the hands at the top once more. And bow forward to ceiling in our practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you. I know you gotta get back to your day, but thanks for taking time here. I hope you feel great. I hope that was a challenge and awakening and good stretch, good strengthening, all the good things. So have a great day, drink some water, and excited to see you guys again. So see ya. Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.